Let's do this.
Hey, everybody. Hey. Welcome back to the two Dum Yinzers. This is, geez, oh man, episode 93. How are you this morning, Michael?
Oh, I am doing great. Feel good. I look good. I sound good. I'm just ready.
You're in front of a bridge.
Hey, I'm going to go jump off of it right after we wrap up today.
Just depending on how the show goes, huh?
Oh, no. It's already been confirmed. It's going to be a beautiful swan dive. Just
first 92 episodes did you in?
Yeah, after, I'm feeling too good. So, the fucking's about to happen. Something bad's about to happen. So I might as well just jump off right now.
Yeah,
get it done.
Why go through the motions?
I'll throw something in the water so it will disturb it, and I'll land in smooth. Just defy all laws of physics.
Yes. Oh man.
Yeah. Exactly. That's how I feel right now. I feel good, but I am tired, and I feel like I gotta.
So today is Friday. Guys. We are on the doorstep. We're on the doorstep of the weekend. TGIF.
Oh. Drink them if you got them.
Drink them if you got them. Yeah.
Smoke them if you got them. Fuck it. Start the weekend now. Who cares if the boss walks by and sees you drinking on the job?
Yeah.
Offer him or her one. They might take it.
Fire one up. Crack the bottle.
Yeah. You only live with that. Nothing. You only live once. Who cares?
Yes.
99% of the jobs we do are meaningless anyway. Might as well do them ripped.
Mike's been drinking since 7:30 this morning, so look at him. He's okay.
I wish I was. I haven't had a drink in like a week.
Really?
Yeah.
That don't sound like you.
I know. I've been like, I know so many people that, have their medical cards and they're like, oh, I haven't drank since I got mine. I'm like, how can you not drink? Ever since I discovered like this, like that legal, quote unquote legal, like THC shit, yeah. I haven't had a drink since. And I feel good.
You haven't had one?
I haven't had a drink in a week.
Really?
Yeah. I'm surprised.
No, that's awesome.
I replaced one vice with another vice.
Well, you found something that isn't going to kill your liver and all that kind of stuff, and basically help you in the same way.
Yeah, of course. Don't know the side effects of this. Stuff I'm doing now, but
hey, what the hell? Does that even matter anymore?
No. It's doing the job. It takes all the pain away. I feel great.
Yeah. And it takes your pain away, and you don't even have to jump off that bridge.
Yeah, that's just for fun. No, because I'm suicidal. I just want to try it. I've seen people do it. I want to try it.
What is that? The Golden Gate Bridge looks like?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I flew over that Golden Gate Bridge before, and it's huge. Like you're up in the sky, and that's the thing that you see is the bridge.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And we were landing in San Francisco. And you can see across the bay there, you can see Oakland, and it was really cool, man. I was glad that I got to experience that.
I would like to see it because it does look massive. You can't tell from like this picture just how big it is, but I would like to visit it once.
I remember the old myth, the old story, and I don't know if it's true or not. It could be, but I recall always hearing when I was a younger person, especially a kid. I remember hearing that the bridge is so big. When they paint it, they would start on one end, and by the time they would get to the other end, it would be time to start back over to repainting it again. That's how big the bridge is. Now, I don't know if
that sounds like a little
bit of a stretch.
A little bit of a stretch, but I made the bridge right outside. I see outside my house. It feels like they paint it at least a couple times a year. So
really,
yeah, and they take forever to do it. And it's just, it's like a portion of that bridge.
we have a lot of bridges around here, and I don't really recognize them ever painting them. And but you know what? Golden Gate Bridge is huge. And but on the other hand, though, it's like, if you do that, the painting of the bridge never actually stops. The job is never done. You
Yeah,
know?
it's just, like, talk about guaranteed job security.
Yeah, right. That's probably like a big job out there. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to get that Golden Gate Bridge painting job.
Hmm.
It's like you said, guaranteed. It's probably a lot of money. Probably one of them kind of deals.
Fuck yeah, I want to do that job, but I'd like to find a job like that versus guaranteed
Yeah,
for life.
yeah, for sure, man. That's always a plus. Um, so the Battling Buccos, they win the series 3-1 with a win yesterday. Pirates won 8-7 in extra innings and went to 10 innings. Pirates won 8-7, brings them up to 29-40, drops the Cubbies down to 26-44. Bly had no hits and a run. Ortiz had 1 hit, 1 run, 1 RBI. The guys are off to Tampa Bay to start a 3-game set against the Tampa Bay Diamond. What do they call down there? The Devil Rays. The Rays.
Yeah, the Rays. Yeah, I think they're just the Rays now.
Yeah. The way these teams switch their names around and shit. They head down. They start to get a series against the Rays today. 7-10 tonight will be game 1. Then they play through the weekend, of course. I don't know, man. They're 9.5 games out. Let's see a month from now. You know what I mean? I think a month will tell a lot. I mean, if you pull in, and you get back within 5 games of first place, and I mean, you can start to kind of sort of pay attention to what they're doing.
Yeah.
But if they're sitting where they're at now or less, a month from now means they made no ground in a whole month. Then you can start really. And I mean, most people really they do doubt this team, and I don't blame them.
Yeah. Like,
but
it's like we've said, there's a track record there. So
yeah,
even if they start doing well, is this ownership group gonna want to improve the team?
you're right.
So yeah, it already feels like a forgotten year.
Yeah, it does. So I mean, like I said, we'll talk at the end of July. Let June and July go by. Let the trade deadline go by.
Yeah.
Get on the other side of the All-Star break. Then you could start looking at it a little differently. But
it's the Buccos.
Game five in Colorado tonight. The Avalanche have the 3-1 lead in the series over the Lightning. Game 5 is tonight at 8:00. Like I predicted, I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to say that Tampa Bay is going to win. They're going to win this one, and then Colorado's probably going to, close them out in Game 6 or Game 7. But we got that tonight. You going to be watching, or you have work tonight?
Yeah, I got work. Yeah, I got to be there as early. But I'm going with I think Colorado closes it out tonight.
It'll be fun. You know what I mean? The day, when teams win the cup, it's fun. Go watch them get around, with the cup. It's a thing. So, I'm probably checking it out. So almost down to just the Pirates, Mike.
No. Tour de France starts on the 1st of July. I got something to hold me over for the next 23 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm solid.
Did you hear that Joe Hayden might be going back to the Browns?
I saw like Steelers Twitter fans were heartbroken and disgusted.
Because I mean, he probably wants a contract. He probably wants money. I would like to have him around for one more year just to kind of see what this secondary can do with him and Levi Wallace. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. But going back to the Browns, fuck, dude. Come on.
I guess, hey, if you can't play your whole career with one team, play them with two, finish up at where you started.
And that's all we need. That's all we need is them getting Hayden back. And, then, they're going to be winning the Super Bowl again. And stole it from us.
I tell you what, though, man,
Cleveland up there.
Cleveland, man, the off-season champions 3 years running.
Ever since OBJ, 2 years back?
Yeah, and look at that. He left the Browns, and all of a sudden,
He sure
He
did.
left he left the Giants and the Browns. Look what
Yeah,
happens when you leave bad teams for a good team, and they
yeah,
actually, you can do stuff.
yeah. That's I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it equally as much as I love the Steelers, but in a whole different way. You know what I mean?
yeah. I know it's exactly what you mean.
Um, NBA draft last night.
Yeah,
Number one pick, the Orlando Magic select power forward, Paolo Banchero out of Duke. One thing that I noticed was there was a lot of overseas players in this draft, man.
yeah. I was actually just kind of looking at, because I forgot the draft was last night. Yeah, because I forget the NBA, man. They do their off season quick.
Yeah.
Champion. And then I noticed, yeah, there were a
Yeah, didn't
decent
Golden
amount
State
of.
just win last night?
That's what it feels like. It was like a week ago. You know, hockey will be like, what, a couple weeks between playoffs wrapping up, then the draft. The NFL, there's like predetermined dates of like months apart. Yeah. NBA is like, fuck it, we're getting this shit done. We're going home.
Yeah, we want an off season, damn it.
You're right. They want the like off season is off season.
Yeah. So I seen a lot of people were paying attention to that. That was a big thing last night on social media. A lot of people interested in
Yeah.
the draft, rightfully so.
I tell you what, when the NBA does their draft, man, I love like a guy will get drafted by one team, and like 8 picks later, there's been a trade. And he has to go up and trade his hat in
Yeah,
and shit like
yeah.
shit. I always love that. I love that. Guy's all excited, then he gets traded, and has to act all excited again.
Imagine if you get drafted into like the perfect ideal situation, and then you have to trade your hat for like a lowly team that's always terrible.
Yeah, it was like I avoided that team. Oh shit, man! They just fucking made a trade. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm like, nope, I'm out. Mm-mm.
yeah. Drafts are always fun, man. No matter what this, I don't know. At least basketball and football drafts are fun.
They are, yeah. There's a lot of drama in those.
Yeah. The other two, I don't know. You really don't get to know these guys in baseball.
Baseball and hockey, it's different
know,
animal. Yeah.
You don't know these guys. You don't really get to watch them, and
Mm-hmm.
and you basically just have to take the word of whoever's telling you about it.
Yeah.
So with college football and college basketball, I mean, people are constantly paying attention to learning the players, all that stuff. So it's a whole different beast,
Like a lot of them, depending on how good they are, you've heard about them since high school.
Yeah, absolutely. Ohio State, Mike, your Buckeyes. Ohio State.
No, not my Buckeyes. No.
They get the approval. They get the approval to trademark the and their merchandise.
I saw that. That is it's ridiculous.
Didn't Miami do that years ago? Because there's a U. You know what I
think
mean?
they just did like, yeah, the U is trademarked. I could like the whole saying the U, not just the.
Yeah.
But Miami's better than Ohio State. They're more fun down in Miami.
Yeah, you are not. You're not a big Ohio State fan.
Oh God, no! I hate Ohio State. They're arrogant. Their fans are arrogant. 5 people have gone to Ohio State, and everyone acts in Ohio that they've been to Ohio State.
Yeah.
When your pro sports teams suck, I guess you only have to root for college athletes. That's all you have. Right.
Why the college football is so big down south. None of them southern states really got pro football teams.
No, Alabama, if they do, they're
Mississippi.
Yeah. They've only had what? Last Super Bowl was New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been so long
basically all they got as far as the deep south. I mean, you're not counting Texas and shit like that. It's they really don't have much.
No,
Maybe that's why the NASCAR is so good down there,
Well, it's simple for them. It's driving circle.
Right.
There we go. We just got a big chunk of subscribers. No, I just pissed them all off. Now we're gonna lose them all.
You know what? We've pissed that
that demographic off
many times. Many times. So if they're still with us, we thank you for your support.
For putting up with me and my hatred of the South.
Yeah. I see something funny this morning, man. I want to tell you about that. I seen a meme on Facebook. It made me laugh, so I want to tell you about it. It was a picture of two, like, I don't know, the pictures were animated, but the point is funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was two girls, and the one girl on the left says, I'm so fat. I'm so fat. And the girl on the right says, no, you're not. You're beautiful. And it said above it, girls. And then below it, there was another one, and it was a guy. He goes, I'm so fat. And the second guy goes, yeah, you are really fat. I know 5 fat people, and you're 4 of them. I don't know. I don't know. That was funny to me. It literally made me laugh. So I thought, you know what? I'm telling Mike.
It's perfect. I like it.
Yes. Yes. Also, I promise we have big news today. Big news I want to talk about. Of course, Mike, the big news is
Yes.
I have the egg bag of a 9-year-old Swedish boy. No? No?
No.
Okay.
No. No. Just pretend I did not hear that.
Mike is editing as we talk.
Too bad this is live. I'd cut chop. If I could edit on the fly live, yes, that whole part be cut out.
He's adding Eric Cartman's voice right now as we speak. Yeah, I was trying to decide, Mike. I didn't know whether we wanted to talk about it now or, as the show goes on here, getting closer to the end of the show. But you know what? Let's talk about it now.
Let's do it now.
So we at the Two Dum Yinzers, we're growing. We're always looking to grow, and things are changing, and you see some of the changes we're making as you're tuning in every day. But Mike and I, we are going to go back to possibly, if you recall, we started with 3 hosts, didn't we, Mike?
Yes.
We started with 3 hosts, and now we're down to 2, obviously. So the big surprise is, everybody, we're including another host to the show. I'm gonna call this person a guest host. For a while, it'll be a couple of times a week, and see how it goes, and just kind of go from there. But Mike, do you want to tell the big news?
No, you can. You're the one who orchestrated this whole deal, man. That's your honor.
Without my penis, I added another person to the family. But no, on all seriousness, yes, we do. We are adding another guest host to the show. I think you're going to love this person. Matter of fact, this person is a friend of the show. You may have seen them a time or 2 on the show. With that being said, we want to welcome, Mike and I and the Two Dum Yinzers want to welcome the oncoming to our new guest host, who's going to be joining us next week. Welcome, Casey. Casey, who was just on the show this week. Casey, the TikTok star.
TikTok superstar.
Everybody loved, and by looking at the numbers, I mean, everybody loves.
Yeah.
So Casey is very interested. She wants to come on. She wants to be on the show. She wants to do it as a regular thing. So we talked to her. We got some things worked out. And as of next week, we will start seeing Casey at least a couple times. We will certainly let you know in advance. We'll promote and let everybody know when she'll be on. But yes, we're growing. We now have a team of 3. We are a team of 3. So we're not going to change the name.
No.
Mike will always be the Two Dum Yinzers.
Yes.
Just because we don't ever get any smarter.
No.
But that's neither here or there. So we want to welcome Casey. Thank you so much, Casey. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We can't wait to work with you, sister.
So the episodes that she's going to guest on, I can just go to bed, right?
Yeah, that works for me.
I'll just mute my screen and we'll just put my dummy on camera and I'll go take a nap.
She
I think that's fair. I think we should work that into my contract.
We are going to base it around her schedule, of course. And like I said, on the days that she can do it, she is going to be on. She's very excited. She chomping at the bit. She wants to get on and do some more talking. I guess after she was on earlier this week. You know, a lot of her friends said, Casey, you speak really well. You look like a natural in there. And when I talked to her, I said, it's true. You know what I mean? When she was talking, I thought the same thing. I thought
Yeah.
she's very clear. She's very, and you know what's, and obviously very, very likable. So we're excited again. Thank you, Casey. We cannot wait.
Yes.
That being said, Mike, remember I think it was earlier this week, we were talking about the coach, the parent over in New Jersey that punched the umpire and broke his jaw.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that yesterday.
Okay, yesterday. I have a similar story. Now it doesn't have any. It's not the kids hockey, but it's nonetheless it's hockey that's here in Pittsburgh. It's down south of Pittsburgh. It's South Point at the Printscape Arena. Here's the headline: charges pending after hockey player punches referee during a game at Printscape Arena, Southport. So, I mean, it's a similar situation. Obviously, it's not the same because kids aren't involved.
Yeah.
But it just kind of, to me, excuse me, it basically breaks down into, all this shit that, like I said, when we were kids or we were younger adults, you always wanted to do these things.
Oh, yeah.
This dude, said something, or this guy pissed you off or said something the wrong way, and, I'm going to deck them. But the fact that people in this time are actually doing those things, I think it's kind of worrisome, Mike.
It is. Like, people just don't care anymore about like anyone else. Like,
no.
Like if someone said something to you and your first reaction is I'm just going to punch them, that just shows how weak you are because you're too stupid to think of an actual comeback.
I mean, at the end of the day,
if you're getting into a verbal dispute with someone and and you lose it, it's because you didn't have the wits about you. That doesn't mean you start throwing hands.
But at the end of the day, we got 300 million people in this country. Not everybody's going to be smart. You know what I mean? So we still have to deal with the rest of the population. And you know what? A majority of them don't even care that they're not smart. It's just that somebody says something they don't like. I'm going to react. I'm going to punch you in the face. No, there's like you said, it's not only that nobody respects anybody else. Nobody respects themselves either.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? It's just
no.
It's almost like it's going back to the Wild West in a sense, the way that people think,
It's just like have some self-control.
Yeah.
Just I don't get it. I hate people.
I don't either, man.
I hate people.
It's just crazy because we, once our parents' generation is gone, we become the old people. So it's kind of scary because, I see things now that's happening to the old people and the disrespect that they get from the younger generations. It's just kind of scary because these babies that are being born now, they're going to be that jackass generation whenever we're getting into that age. You know what I mean? I seen a kid punch this guy. They were doing that punch game or that whatever that is, where you just walk up to random people and punch them in the face. This guy might have been about 70. He was standing there. He had his winter coat on. He was on a sidewalk waiting for somebody. And this kid, probably about 15 years old, just walks up to him, boom, without even saying a word, just punch him, knock the guy out. The guy fell straight backwards, broke, X amount of bones in his face. Another one, the woman, the person that was getting off, the guy that was getting off the bus, and he was moving too slow, and the woman behind him just pushed him down the steps, and the person fell, and whatever happened to him from the fall and hit the ground, he died. The guy died. So this is what I'm saying. I mean, you just don't know what your exit is going to be. You have no fucking clue. And just the way that things are, it's scary because, one of those two examples, which are the only two that I know because I'm one person. So I'm sure that shit goes on all the time that we're never going to know. But that's kind of scary because, like I said, we're the team on deck. And I
don't know. We're Gen X. Hopefully we can just, we've been ignored our entire lives. So hopefully we can continue to be ignored when we get older.
I think once Gen X is gone, the world's going to just be fucking done. I think we might be the only piece that's holding this puzzle together.
No, we're not. We're the ones just sitting there bitching about everything.
But we're the last ones that recognize decency. We're the last ones that recognize respect. We're the last ones that recognize hard work.
No. No, because the younger
I
generations,
have to,
the younger generation, they'll work hard, but they want fairly compensated for that hard work.
what they believe is fairly compensated. I mean,
Uh,
that comes down. You have to sit down with people who do business every day with business people and tell them this is what I desire, and that's not going to work because again, the other side is the side that already has the money. They can say, you know what, I don't want you.
and then everyone else can collectively get together like they're already doing everywhere else now and saying, well, fuck you then. We won't, this is what we're going to do. We're going to organize and you're going to have to deal with all of us all at once. And then they're afraid of that.
Money always wins, man. I don't disagree with what you're saying entirely. Money always wins at the end of the day, and it doesn't matter if you have 1 million people and they have 5. Money wins. Look at our government. Look at our country. Look at the way that hierarchy's been set up through time. Money is power. Money always wins.
Eh, eh.
You could sue one. You could sue somebody, but you know what? That's a drop in the bucket to these
Oh,
people.
yeah, to them, yeah. And they'll just wait you out in court.
I'm just saying, I'm kind of concerned about the generations beneath us. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I do personally.
Everyone says that about every generation.
Can be an issue.
Every generation says that about every generation.
I don't know. I'm not really too worried about other generations. It's just this. It's the babies. It's the babies right now. They're being raised by the people that are 20 right now. Is the group that scares me.
The group that scares me is the old boomers still sticking around that already ruined this country and they're just going to keep doing it. yes. The generation that had everything handed to them on a silver platter shuts the door behind them.
Which was us. We were handed everything. Our parents went through.
The boomers, like you could flunk out of high school and have a job that gets you a house and you can support a family of 4. Then they shut the door behind you. Oh, we're gonna make up credit scores out of the blue. We didn't have that shit. Boom, shut down behind you.
I tell you what, and the people in my generation and the people I know and the people in my neighborhood and the people in my town, we had it a lot better than our parents had it.
Oh.
I had about 100 Genesis games. I had 5 different systems. I had anything I wanted. And that wasn't the case with yes, the generation, the boomers, it was, you're not wrong, but they didn't, if you always hear, your dad or somebody saying, we wanted this, we had to work for it, which is very, it's not a bad thing. But me as a teenager, I had anything I wanted, and we weren't wealthy. You know what I mean? We weren't my parents weren't wealthy. We were kind of on the poorer side of the tracks. However, you know what? There was nothing that I went without. There was nothing that I had to, I don't know. I mean, I guess we can really go on all day.
Yeah, the boomer
they had points are valid.
They were able to, like I said, you could have just to barely have a high school education, and then you can get immediately go to a job and you're set for life if you play it right. Where then they shut all those doors behind them. They got theirs. They're literally the generation that epitomizes the fuck you, I got mine.
I say good for them.
I say fuck them. Fuck them. They ruined everything. Ronald Reagan elected pieces of shit. I hate boomers. Except for my parents. They're cool.
I don't really have the problems that you have with them.
I do. Oh, I do. You can see what they did. They were all, all party hard in the 60s, and then the 80s roll around. Oh, let's just, In
the 80s, I was sitting on my dad's lap while he smoked a cigarette, giving me sips of beer.
That explains a lot about you. The same here too. It explains a lot about us. That's why we're so fucked up.
Yes. But I know people in my generation aren't going out of their way to make things better for the younger generation. I mean, you're encouraged to. However,
because we kind of like Gen X, we kind of, you saw it in the 90s how like morose everyone was because we realized everything was just bullshit.
I love the 90s. Totally separate what we're talking about. I just love the 90s. I was thinking about that the other day. I was watching something. It was an old show that was on the 90s. And then I was thinking about music. I really love the 90s, man.
The music was so much better in the 90s.
Absolutely. The music might have been the best in the 90s.
Like you had like that's when all the glam rock died. Then you had like your real metal bands left. You had your rise of grunge, your rise of rap. It was the perfect time for music.
90s, absolutely. You
Yeah,
could argue was the best decade of music ever.
I do too. And you can 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s,
It was
couple
so
of like the 70s maybe give you a run for your money, but nah, the 90s, nah.
I say 90s, 70s, then 60s would be my top three. Anything before that, I really wasn't a big fan. I thought the music was kind of corny pre 60s. Um, the 80s was a fucking disaster.
Oh
Whatever you
god,
call
yeah.
that fucking, geez, oh man.
Yeah.
And then everything after 2000, it's different. It's not the same now. And
Mm-mm.
there was so much versatility, so much. It was so wide in the 90s as far as music goes,
Yeah.
but it was good. Now people are just putting shit out everywhere just to get something
Yeah.
out to make a dollar, and it's not good. I mean, it's what the
Nah.
music industry's become.
Nah. Like you remember like in the 90s turning on the X in Pittsburgh. It was just one banger after the next of great
Yeah.
song. Now you turn it on with like they have like the stuff from today, and it maybe one in every 10 songs is good.
And then on the other hand, you have DVE, who's still playing the same list that they've been playing since the 70s.
And every once in a while they'll sprinkle in like a Pearl Jam or Nirvana or
Right.
Metallica. It's like,
I'm not going to complain because, like I said, I like 70s music. It's number 2 on my favorite list, but they never changed. They've kept with that format for 50
yeah.
years strong.
Well, look at us. Look at us. So we're sitting here talking about music from the 90s. That's going to be us. We're just going to find a station that plays nothing but the
Like,
90s.
it already is us, because whenever I put together episodes for the podcast, I don't know
All
if
the,
you
all the
pay
music
attention.
is from the 90s. I know.
Every single
Single
song,
song.
every song, Mike, every song is 90s rock.
You know what? We're not old. It's just the young people are out of touch with good
Yeah.
taste in music anymore.
Yeah, we're not getting old. They're just getting younger.
Yeah, fuckers.
Uh,
That's the other reason I hate them, is because they're young and carefree.
I
And
know. All
I love
young
sitting there
and
like, I never did that when I was younger. And they're like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I
all
did.
young and got hair and skinny, and fuck them
Right.
kids, man.
And fuck them.
Got to be all handsome and shit. Fuck them.
Right. Like, oh, they have energy.
Energy, hope.
I not so much about the hope.
No,
Nah, they're morose like me.
remember being a kid, and I was a pretty morose kid, but I mean, you look at kids, younger people, they just have a different set of eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They
Well,
see the
like
world
a lot of
differently.
stuff till about you're like 18, 19. That's like all new experiences.
Yeah,
Up until
I
you
mean,
get about that.
anything could be your
Mhm.
future when you're a kid, in your mind.
Yeah.
And I could be anything. I could be the president, blah, 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 bullshit, 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 until you really get fucked in the ass by life.
Yeah.
You can tell by people's eyes if they've experienced life yet or not.
Mm-hmm. That's why my eyes are bright, full, and cheery.
Like 2 piss holes in the snow, more like it.
Don't make fun of my like beady, small little eyes, man. Like, look how tiny my eyes are, dude. Like
No, I'm not
when I
looking.
went to get my LASIK, they had opened them up to scan them. It took like one doctor to hold like this, push my head into the machine so my eyes can stay open enough so they can scan the whole thing. I got fucking small ass eyelids.
Fuck is up with your eyes?
They're
Like
tiny
eyes
as fuck, man. They're so small. Like, are you squinting? No, this is how I look.
like
I look like
I've never looked at you. I don't know.
I feel like I look like that kid who's always, would make fun of the Asian student going like this. Like that, no, guys, like if I put my hands like this, it looks like I'm making fun. I was like, I'm not. It's just the way my eyes look. And I'm thinking, I'm not being racist. I'm just thinking, I got little eyes. I can't help it.
I never noticed, but that's good to know. We'll put that
It
in our
just bothers
pocket.
me. I look at the screen and that's all I see are my beady little eyes.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
So like I'll look at you when I'm talking, but then I get subconscious and I look over at my side of the screen and it's beady little eyes.
I mean,
That's why I sit at
I'm
an
so.
angle so I don't have to look at myself face on with my beady little eyes.
I guess this picture of Aurora snow that's directly behind my camera that I look at the whole time. So
Mhm. Oh, there
I
you
can't
go.
I can't say I've ever looked at your eyes. Matter of fact, I don't think I've seen you since we started the videos.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch. I'm just gonna start putting stuff over on your side. Actually, though, I do kind of need your picture there because sometimes, like, I'll be so tired, I'll start to zone out,
Yeah,
and I have to like, wait, did he stop talking? Is he waiting for me? What's the last thing I heard?
Mike,
I'm just being
I went
honest.
back, I, bro. I went back yesterday and watched that yesterday's show. I think the funniest part, hands down, do yourself a favor, people, Michael. Hands down, the funniest part of the whole show was when I froze like this, dude. I the way you were responding and talking about it,
Uh-huh.
and there I was just all creepy. Just
You were too at
go back and watch it. That's all I got to say.
yeah. Because I know
My,
like when it first happened, I was gonna look something up that you said, and I was starting to type, and then like I didn't hear you at all. So I'm like, there had been something. So I flipped back over and you're just
I'm sitting in my chair watching it yesterday, and Mike, I just start. I had to hold my side. I don't know if it just struck me funny. So check it out.
yeah,
See what you think. It's hysterical, man. Also, I do want to include, Mike. We do have a an interview next week coming up. Troxel from Trox's Sports Streaming. He was getting his new system put in place this week. He was
oh,
supposed to
okay.
talk to us here at the end of the week,
Yeah.
and I did see last night he was on doing the draft. So he texted back right around that time, right before he went on, actually, and he apologized. Said I was trying to get this new system set up because I have the draft and things I'm going to be doing. So we're going to be talking to Trox next week. I'm excited about
Awesome.
that, man.
I can't wait too. Like when because I remember you talking about telling like off air me about him, and then I went out and checked some of his stuff out. I was like, hell yeah. This
Yeah,
guy, he's a saint.
you're right.
Right?
But anytime that I do, I mean, I like to watch. I watch him. If I'm watching a big event or, and then you could comment. It's all a thing.
Yeah.
What he has is pretty neat. You know what I mean? You could comment while he's doing the shows.
Yeah.
He'll reply back to some people. Some people he doesn't. It's just I like him. Check him out, everybody, this weekend. Troxel's sports streaming. Trox will be in next week. He'll be on next week to talk with us.
It's awesome. I can't wait.
No, I'm really excited too. Six injured in a Pennsylvania marijuana plant explosion.
Are the plants okay?
Right? That was my concern. I thought, you poor plants.
I know, right? You know, that's all I care about. Like the people are fine, they're injured, they're alive. Okay, but how are the plants?
Exactly.
Yeah. Rub some weed on it and get back to work, guys. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
Smoke one up, good to go.
absolutely.
No, I say that when someone like lost a leg or an arm or an eye or some shit.
You
And
know
here
what?
I am.
I don't want to be rude, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like 10 minutes ago, our generation has the generation of respect and caring for other
I
people.
didn't say
And then you're
myself.
like, fuck them. Fuck
I
them.
didn't say I said our generation. I never said me. I'm a fucking bad egg, man. Don't go by me.
Okay. All right. So you weren't being a hypocrite. Okay. You were just
Yes. Which
yeah.
I believe every single person is a hypocrite. Every
Oh,
single person.
dude, my hypocrisy knows no bounds.
Yeah.
Holy
That's what
shit.
people get offended by shit like that. Why? Everybody's a hypocrite.
Everyone's a hypocrite at some point.
Yep.
You have to be.
Just another way to label and piss each other off. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck. I'll fucking label you all day long. Wait, that didn't sound right. Uh-oh. He's not even paying attention to me
No,
now.
I'm here. I'm
No,
just not paying attention to you.
I'm used to it, man. Trust me. I know how it is.
Another one.
You just hear my voice and you just zone out how comforting it is.
drug lord who died of COVID last year was just arrested in Europe. This guy faked his death, faked his cremation. They just brought him to justice yesterday. He's been dead for a year from COVID.
You know what? He had a good plan. He had a good strategy. Fake your own death with COVID. You know, a lot
Yeah,
of
I
people
mean,
were
if you're
dying
gonna
from it
do it,
last year. Fuck yeah, and then flee the country. And it was
if you're gonna do it, that would be the time when
that
that
was the
COVID shit was
time,
really
but
hitting hard. You know,
yeah,
they were
then
making up numbers. You can make up deaths. I mean, it was just this
they
whole
were making
thing.
stuff up. This
No,
guy made stuff up,
that never happens. But this guy, he was scot free. You know what I mean? He
right?
was he faked his death, he faked his cremation. How shitty now sitting in a prison cell
Right?
when you basically were scot free.
Exactly. How do you fuck up that bad?
Right.
That's like Leon Lett in the Super Bowl, high stepping, the ball behind him. That's what happened right there. You got to tuck it in.
That was one of the funniest plays in football history.
You got to tuck it in. Then when you're across the goal line, go fucking crazy, celebrate like
Yeah.
you're a madman. This guy was, he celebrated just a bit too early.
Yeah, absolutely, man. One of my favorite highlights ever, man. That's just, it's hysterical, you know.
Right?
You got to have the ugly as well. It's not just the good and the bad. I like the ugly too, you know. Obviously.
I wasn't gonna say a word. I was
Go
not
fuck
gonna say a
yourself,
word.
Mike. Go fuck yourself.
Every night, baby.
New Hampshire garbage bin. You know these recycling bins we have that say your town name and then recycling. A New Hampshire garbage bin mysteriously found 12,000 miles away in Ukraine.
It was just going to recycle some Russian military equipment.
But it was like, these Americans, I don't know who it was, they were walking by, all of a sudden they seen a New Hampshire recycling. It's just an interesting thing, you know what I mean? You don't expect to see that when you're in Eastern Europe.
No, we're sitting here helping to defend this country being attacked, and the fuck is New Hampshire doing here?
Right. I thought that was pretty silly. This one here is interesting, Mike.
Another one.
Alexa. You know Alexa, of course.
Yes.
Alexa could soon mimic voices of dead relatives. I've seen this coming for about 20 years, and I've always told my closer, my inner circle about my thoughts on this. But the Alexa is soon going to be able to mimic the voice of dead relatives. Now, I think to myself, with the holograms that we were talking about last.
Oh, he froze again. Uh-oh, he's hopping around.
Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
And program of him and everything that they're trying to do, moving that technology forward. This could be kind of an interesting thing down the road, Mike. You can now mimic the voices of dead relatives. You could basically create the image if need be. This could create some interesting issues in the future. Do you think?
That would be like, forget you one night you're out partying, you forget that you did this to your Alexa, and then you're like, hey Alexa, play blah blah blah, and then Alexa starts talking to you in your dead mom's voice or grandma's voice.
Yeah.
You bring a hot date home, and you get fucking parents droning on in the background.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it would be. It would be creepy. No.
Look over. Yeah, no, I mean you're pulling one off, and you look over, and there's Grandpa just staring at you, Michael.
Yeah, I don't need that in my life. I don't need to hear relatives' voices. I don't want to hear them now.
Yeah, I have a big theory that's all tied into everything, and that's like, again, it's a whole different show because it's very, very deep and twisted, and but maybe one day we'll do a special.
We'll do that, yeah. Ryan's theory of everything
on the show about nothing.
Exactly. Right.
That's what we'll call it. Ryan's theory of everything on the
show of nothing. About nothing. That works.
Yeah. A Connecticut bus driver says he didn't know he didn't know his gummy snacks included THC. This driver, he didn't know. He got charged with 38 counts of reckless endangerment after blacking out while driving the school bus.
First of all, fuck them kids. We all know why he was high is because of them kids. I was a kid on a school bus. I was a jerk.
Yeah.
So yeah, he knew what he was doing. He was like, fuck them kids. Your parents raised savages. Yep. You know, I'm pro I'm on team bus driver on this one.
Your team, well, yeah, because
I'm team bus driver. Fuck them.
Because you're eating gummies like there's no tomorrow.
No, I have one a night. And that's enough.
And here's the thing, I mean, well, you know, even if they thought that it was, you know, snacks like you know,
just like regular snacks, yeah.
They, you know, I mean, the packaging. I mean, come on, how much can you play fucking?
Right?
You know
he knew what he was doing.
Absolutely. The only thing that the problem was he got caught because he blacked out.
Yeah,
if he
probably had like
blacked out and got caught, we would never heard of this story.
He fell, you know, to the classic blunder. Eat one edible and go, these edibles ain't shit. Eat 3 more, and next thing you know, poof, gone.
Yeah,
rookie mistake.
Next thing you know, you're on a different plane.
Oh, isn't that the best?
I'm a fan.
Me too. Soaring with the Eagles.
Another one.
that look and head shake was the best. No, never do that again.
Last night, did you catch this, Mike? Big story here. 5 planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, all aligned in the sky in their proper order from the sun. This hasn't happened since 2004. Were you able to catch this last night? And do you care?
I care. I just found out about it this morning.
Yeah.
When I was picking my kid up, my mother was telling me about it, and I missed it because I was sleeping.
I totally missed it too. I mean, I've been hearing about it for about a week now. I just
exactly, fucking creepy.
I just don't have the invested interest that other people do. I understand that people like this kind of stuff. You know me. We've had this conversation before. Not a fan. Nothing ever pops out the way that it is thought in my mind is going to pop out.
Yes. Yeah.
So again, I think it's cool, but the fact that I didn't see it, which I totally could have. I could have went out and just that's.
See, yeah, I like stuff like that. You just look up and you see the bright lights all lined up perfectly. That would have been cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds neat, right? It sounds neat.
It is just like, and because of like the celestial mechanics involved and everything, it's kind of cool.
Right.
Yeah. That, I dropped celestial mechanics without stuttering. I'm proud of myself.
I seen something funny the other day. Speaking of dropping.
Oh God.
I seen this girl on social media. She had this post up. It said, fuck love. I want to know if your balls are in or out when you pee. Do you put your balls on the outside of your pants when you pee, or do you leave your balls on the inside of your pants and hold your pecker out? I thought this was
outside. They got to get. That's the they need some air. They got to breathe.
See, now I'm an insider. I don't even bother to pull my balls out when I'm pissing. I just kind of flop the old wang out, piss, and I realized that like my fingers would be between my balls and my Peter. And I thought about it because I thought, what do? I'm pretty sure I'll pop my whole, all my junk out every time I go pee. So I think I thought it was just interesting because nobody's ever really brought that up that I've ever heard of. But it's a very good question because once you pay attention, oh shit, maybe people do that differently.
Yeah.
Some people, I am on the inside. My balls stay on the inside.
I gotta go out. They gotta breathe. Like anytime I'm able to take my shoes off to let my feet breathe, I do. Anytime I can balls out, let them breathe. Gotta let them breathe.
And here's the thing, we're not weird. You know who the weird people are? The weird people are the people that pull their pants all the way down to their ankles when they pee. Those are the weirdos.
Or they're the ones establishing dominance. I'm just saying, because I ain't gonna fuck with anyone like that. Staying away from them. They have
I don't
life.
want to be anywhere around a person.
Of course, they might have life figured out. Now to piggyback on this one, I've also seen like the quote of like there's people when they wipe they sit down and they're not aware of the ones that stand up when they wipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah,
Wait,
people
what?
like some people when they when they wipe they're like normal sit down and when they wipe others will stand up and wipe.
How do you wipe?
I'm normal. I sit down and wipe.
See, I stand up. I've never,
What the?
dude. I don't think I've ever wiped sitting down.
Oh no, sitting down. No,
Huh.
sit down, just lean over. You're good to go.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I think we see where we're going next.
Okay. Do you put the milk in first before your cereal, or do you do it like the right way? Put your cereal in, then your milk.
No, cereal goes in first.
Okay, thank you.
Because you got to be able to splash the milk all over the top of the cereal as well.
Yeah, because you never
just have it underneath, the top doesn't get soggy.
Yeah,
and
you don't know how much milk you need.
Exactly.
Thank you.
And
all right.
You have the cereal in there and you pour the milk and it starts to raise, then you know exactly when to stop.
Yeah. The only time the milk should be in the bowl first is when you finish your first bowl and you get another bowl.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of milk left. You pour
put
the
it
cereal
in.
and then you pour the milk on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a normal eater. You're just not a normal pooper.
I'm a normal pooper. I'm a normal pooper. My pooper works fine.
We're gonna dive deep into this one next week.
Yes, we are. Jesus,
we're diving deep into your poop next week, Mike.
Hey man, I don't kink shame. Whatever you need to do.
I don't even know if I have anything left. Hold on, give me a minute. Quit bothering me.
It's Friday, dude. The show has gone off the rails from like minute 2.
I think I got something here. I don't know. I gotta have something, right? Yes. Duh. The big story of the fucking day, man. You know what I did? I did something awesome last night. I downloaded Paramount Plus.
Oh yeah.
Because I am going to watch Beavis and Butthead today. I didn't do it last night. I wanted to talk about it on the show first before I watched it. I got my Paramount Plus. I got it all set up. I'm all ready to cancel it after I watch the movie.
There you go.
And I'm fired up, man. I don't get fired up for movies. You know this. You know me. I just don't watch movies. Let alone get excited.
Yeah.
Mike, this is big. This is big. This is real big, man. Beavis and Butthead.
So I take it this week and I have to schedule in like an hour and 45 to watch Beavis and Butthead. That way we can talk about it. Yeah, I'll do that. Fuck yeah.
And if there's any way that you can connect through my thing, do that. Don't.
No, I already have the Paramount Plus app.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to deactivate it, so I said fuck it.
I don't pay attention.
I don't need. Dude, someone sent me a text about the show. Like when I said Snoopy knows what he did to me. I was asked, "What did Snoopy do to you?" I'm like, "What?" It took me a good 20 minutes to figure out. I talked about Snoopy on the show.
What did Snoopy do to you?
He humped my leg in front of Woodstock, and he didn't ask for my permission.
Oh,
I didn't reveal what he did on the show, but I said he did something on the show. Then I forget what we talk about.
I do too.
Like almost immediately, I'm done. I'm like, I got to write a description of the show. Like, what the fuck did we talk about?
You're getting weirder every day, man.
I'm like, my brain is just, it's not good. It's not good. It's like Swiss cheese in there. It is smooth and holy. This is not good.
Like my egg bag.
Smooth and holy. We know what Ryan does with his Botox injections.
Yeah. You're gonna be thinking of that 9-year-old Swedish boy egg bag all weekend.
Oh God, no. That's gonna get us all arrested. You just saying that. Now we gotta fake our death and flee the country.
Yeah. So yes, Beavis and Butthead. I'm super excited. I am super excited. We have a lot of things going on, everybody. You're gonna want to keep tuning in because next week we obviously are gonna be talking about Mike's poop. We're gonna be talking about just how insane that Mike is turning now that we're getting to know him a little bit better.
Yes.
We get to talk about Beavis and Butthead. We got a new guest host starting next week. We got guests coming in next week. A lot of things going on, everybody. I think that this week went great. It went super fast. Really, it went really fast. I tell you what, Mike, yesterday's show, it felt like we did about 7 minutes when that hour was up.
Oh yeah.
You were reading you were doing the website, and I was sitting there just thinking, how the fuck was that only that hour?
Right? Tell me. Yeah, it flew by.
It didn't even feel like
no. Like we can do this all day.
Absolutely. Give us a 4-hour morning drive show. No, we knock it out like it was nothing.
Exactly. Better than a lot of shows out there.
You ain't kidding, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna kind of skim through a couple of these headlines before we got to get ready to go. Okay.
Awkward
you know what?
silence.
I'm not going to do that. Listen.
Hey, there is breaking news. It is of the political thing that we tend to avoid, but just to put it out there, Roe v. Wade was overturned.
I seen that.
Yep. So
very, very interesting. I didn't think I would ever see that in our lifetime, but yes, very, very interesting. I did see that.
Yeah. That's all we're gonna say because we're not a political show.
We're not a political show. Just know that if we were, it would be very interesting because this topic would be very lit if it was.
It lit it on fire.
But we're not, so it's not. Yeah, like I said, I mean, we have like 3 or 4 minutes. I was just gonna kind of blow through some of these headlines to get them out of the way. I'll just put them in a stack to,
Oh, fuck you, man. We'll do that shit next week.
Yeah, it's Friday, man.
It's Friday. Like I said, it's time to party.
Yeah, it's time to party. Why don't you go and tell everybody about the website, Mike?
I will gladly tell everyone about the website. dumyinzers.com. And I was just on there today. Holy shit, man. Y'all came out of the woodwork to check out the site.
Really?
Yeah, good. Like the numbers like popped. I'm like, uh-oh. People are actually checking out my work. Now I got to do something with it. But no, you can go in there, like I say, man, we got the links.
Maybe I'll finally have to go on and check it out someday.
Oh God. That's just more work for me. There's every video we have is up there. We can have our links to Spotify, Anchor, Stitch, YouTube. There's all of our contact info on there. Link to the merchandise store. The merchandise store is 2-dum-yinzers.spreadshop.com. I almost forgot the address. And there's a lot of good merchandise on there. Check it all out.
Please, just keep giving us more material, Mike. Go ahead.
I got nothing. I'm tapped out for the week.
We haven't done our quiz of the day for a couple of days.
No, that's fine.
Before we go, we'll finish off the week with a nice Pittsburgh Penguin quiz.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes, the answer is Syllaps. That's the correct answer.
Which player did not wear number 33 during his time in Pittsburgh? Now I'm going to give you a list of players. A, Doug Bodger. B, Peter Taglianetti. C, Zarley Zalapsky. Or D, Ziggy Palffy. One of these 4 former Penguins did not wear the number 3. Can you identify which one it was? A, Doug Bodger. B, Peter Taglianetti. C, Zarley Zalapsky. D, Ziggy Palffy.
Did you say 33?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And go.
Yeah, there's a lot of water. This is rough. Oh God. I remember all these players too. That's the bad part. Oh man. I'm just gonna go with the name I like the most. So we're gonna go Zarley Zalapsky. That's just a fucking great hockey name.
You're going to go with Zarley Zalewski. Again, the question was, which player did not wear the number 33 during their playing time in Pittsburgh as a Penguin? A, Doug Bodger, B, Peter Taglianetti, C, Zarley Zalewski, and D, Ziggy Palffy. And you had said Zarley Zalewski, correct?
Yeah.
One thing that I do know about Zarley Zalewski, I do know his number because when I was a kid, I had a plaque. Remember how they come out with those little plaques? They put like a baseball card in it and like a little engraved plate under it. I had Zarley Zalewski for some reason. I don't know why, but it was hanging on my bedroom wall when I was a kid, probably for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I do know Zarley Zalewski's number, and I do know that Zarley Zalewski did wear number 33.
Oh, it's got to be Palffy then.
The correct answer, Mike, the correct answer, the one player in this team, in this group of players that did not wear number 33 was B, Peter Taglianetti.
Oh, shit.
Peter Taglianetti, yes. So, hey, you learn something today.
I learned something, but you
didn't like it, but
I didn't like it, but I learned my lesson. Bullshit.
There was so many lessons in today's show.
Too many.
I don't even know where to begin. I mean, it's gonna take me all weekend to figure out the fuck just happened.
Yeah, hey, that's all right, man. Once I get everything done editing wise today, I'll forget what we talked about.
Yes.
So we can I can do the same show over and over, and it's something new and exciting for me.
Yes, me too. Let me see if I have something here real quick to end out. I don't know if I have it in here.
Oh no. He's trying to use technology. It's like watching a group of monkeys try to hump a doorknob.
I don't think I have it on here. Shit.
I'll
put it in my buttons net for next week, but yeah. Damn it. All right. But hey, we want to thank you so much, everybody. We want to thank you for tuning in, staying with us all week.
Yes.
And like Mike said, our numbers, we check them out and things are looking great. The website, everything is looking really good. So please continue to follow us, like us, all those kind of things. Next week, we do have a lot of new stuff coming on, a lot of new things going on, new people coming on. Very excited. I'm very excited about the weekend, Mike. How about yourself, man?
Oh, me too. I can't wait. Get recharged. Come back Monday strong. Brand new week. Can't wait. A bunch of fun stuff coming up.
Bridge.
I'll paint that bridge. I'll have that done in a week.
But hey, we do want to
like
thank
5 feet of
everybody.
it.
What's that?
Like I'll have 5 feet done it in a week.
Yeah. But we do. We want to thank everybody. Thank you so much. As always, gratefully appreciated. For Mike, for Ryan, 2 Dum Yinzers. We'll see you next week.
Oh shit.